Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Brendon and I'm a Halifax, Nova Scotia based runner, and I've lost 150 pounds through the power of running and habit change. On this channel, we explore the strategies and tools that we can use to improve our running and our life so that we can run faster and live happier, whatever that means for you. Today we're going to be talking about the gear that I can't run without. Okay, I probably could run without this gear, but I refuse to run without this gear because it improves my running that much. I've broken the gear down into three separate categories: data collection, comfort, and entertainment. Because if we're not having fun when we're out there running, we're not gonna get out there and run, and that's the whole point of this. Starting off with the gear that I use for data collection, and I'm an engineer, so that means by nature, I'm a data nerd. I like to look at all the data, process all the numbers, do some typing on the computer, and figure out, hey, for a given pace, you had this heart rate, you were running at this power, and that's pretty much what I like to do. Yeah, I'm a big nerd. And the thing that allows me to capture all that data and put it on my computer is my GPS watch. Now, I've been a Garmin user since I started in running and endurance sports in general. So I've been using the Garmin Forerunner 945 LT for about a couple of months now. It's been working out pretty well. It hasn't had too many faults. Here and there, I'm getting kind of annoyed with it, and there will be a full review coming up for this watch on the channel very soon. So subscribe if that's something you're into. But this allows me to connect to all my sensors, my heart rate monitor, my running power meter, and even if I have my bike out there, I could connect to my bike power meter. And the Garmin watch, it just allows me to do whatever I want. It's easy to use, and there's tons of other GPS watch companies out there, so don't think that you need to go buy a Garmin. There's actually a watch that I just received for review from Coros. The Coros Pace 2 is one of the most affordable options that I can see on the market, and it does a lot of what these more expensive watches do. So keep on the lookout on the channel. We're going to be doing some GPS watch reviews. Like I mentioned with the Garmin, I do like to record heart rate. And those GPS watches, they typically do have a built-in wrist-based sensor, but the thing with those is they're really not accurate. So what I like to have is a chest strap for my heart rate monitoring data. There are other options such as arm straps and all that jazz. But you know what? I'm a creature of habit and I want a chest-based heart rate monitor because that's all I've ever used. Now I use a very fancy, very bougie heart rate monitor that is honestly not worth the money, but I use the Garmin HRM Pro, and this thing can record running power and a bunch of other running metrics and dynamics and all that stuff, all the big words. But to be honest, I use it only for heart rate data, and it's been doing a good job. All I need is for it to be accurate and comfortable, and this strap is very comfortable. But if you're in the market for a heart rate monitor, just pick up a cheap one. The technology has advanced so much. All of them are pretty accurate. Go look for a Wahoo Ticker or a lower end Garmin chest strap. They're gonna do the same thing as this more expensive one. And to accompany the heart rate monitor, I like to use ELECTRODE gel. The purpose of this thing is really just to get a more accurate reading. Heart rate monitors, they need some sort of connection to the body, and it doesn't really give accurate readings with dry skin. You can also spit on it and lick it and do all that stuff, but that's just nasty. I want to use some ELECTRODE gel. That's why I use this stuff right here. Doesn't really matter what kind. I use this because it's cheap on Amazon, Spectra 360, but there's tons out there. And one last thing to satisfy my data nerd brain is a running power meter. Yeah. We're going really deep down the rabbit hole now. We are getting into running power. I use the Stride FOOTPOD, and it does a great job at allowing me to see my running power. Now, I don't really train by running power at the moment. I'd like to do a training block with running power, but right now I use strictly heart rate. But what this has allowed me to do is I've been using it for a couple of years, and based on this, the numbers that I've been seeing over that period, I know that my easy runs are between this certain range, my hard runs at this certain range, and when I'm going up hills in particular, if I'm going for an easy run, I know to stay within that wattage because running power is instantaneous where heart rate lags. So by the time you're at the top of the hill, if you're running only by heart rate, you could be completely depleted. But if you're monitoring with a running power meter, you should be okay. And I probably won't need to dry heave and throw up in the bushes at the top of the hill. And that's why I trust Stride. Next, we're talking about the gear that I use to be comfortable out there on my runs, because again, if we're not comfortable, we're not gonna run. We're just gonna sit on the couch out there and just watch whatever it's on the Netflix. Probably, I'm watching The Circle right now with my fiance. It's kind of dramatic, but it's okay. So we want to be comfortable when we're out there on our runs. In particular, I like having specific shorts with a bunch of pockets. And the shorts that I found worked well for me are these Lululemon shorts. These are like the Surge liners, something. I don't really know, it doesn't matter. Just Lululemon shorts with a liner because the placement of the phone pocket, they have a back pocket for a water bottle that I'm gonna talk about here in a second. And it has a pocket for keys. Like, there's so many pockets. And having that number of pockets just makes me extremely comfortable knowing that I can bring everything with me. And it's not jiggling around or anything like that. It's just nice and secure, and the shorts are comfortable as well, so that's an added bonus. But They are expensive, so that's one downside. It does make my wallet comfortable. Sunglasses, because I don't want that sunlight blasting in my eyes. That's just not comfortable. There are some runners, quite a few runners actually, that don't run with sunglasses, and I honestly don't understand that. If you're someone that doesn't run with sunglasses, why is it? Is it just not comfortable on your face? I'd love to hear some more insights. Now, I use specifically Oakley, and I know some people are gonna say, oh my God, that's so overpriced. What are you doing? You waste your money with sunglasses, you waste your money on LULULEMon. You are just not financially responsible. Just hear me out here. I like these Oakley sunglasses because I wear them nonstop. I wear them for driving, I wear them for running, I wear them for cycling, I wear them to bed if I just feel like being cool in bed. But the thing is, these don't bounce around on my face, they're very comfortable, and I've tried many different cheap sunglasses and they've all been very uncomfortable. They irritate my nose, they irritate my ears, it's not worth the money. So I figured these were on sale one day and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I bought these Oakley Jawbreakers, and you know what? I get a lot of compliments on them because they just look so cool. I should probably wear these because that light is super bright. And next, I bring this little FLIPBELT water bottle on most of my runs, unless it's a super long run, in which case I bring a handheld water bottle, which sucks. The good thing about this FLIPBELT water bottle is that I can flip it in that little back pocket like I was talking about on the LULULEMON shorts, or I can put it on a traditional FLIPBELT, which I don't really like either, but that's beside the point right now. The FLIPBELT water bottle can't contain a whole bunch of water, but it's just enough that I feel secure and comfortable. I know that if I run into trouble, I have some water with me, so that's why I bring this little water bottle with me. I am going to include the FLIPBELT on this list just because I used to use it pretty much every single day before I found the LULULEMON running shorts. FLIPBELTs, they're good. Like, I can put my keys in them, my phone in them, and all that stuff, but there's a couple of really big downsides, such as in the summertime, these get extremely hot, they absorb a lot of sweat, and for me, the big one is they are not comfortable in terms of if you have gas and bloating and stuff out there on long runs, it's just kind of squishing that in there and just making it pretty uncomfortable, and it just doesn't make for a very nice thing for people walking behind me. Too much information? Maybe, but that's the honest truth. And finally, we're talking entertainment out there on the run. I'm someone that likes to listen to either music or podcasts, or if I'm feeling especially intellectual that day, I'll listen to an audiobook, maybe some like Harry Potter, you know, something like true intellectuals would listen to. And to listen to those audiobooks, you know, I just use my cell phone, and it's funny to include a cell phone on this list, but I do bring my cell phone with me on every single run, and yeah, I tell myself, oh, it's for emergency reasons, but that's just boring. So I use it for audiobooks and podcasts and music and all that good stuff. But we need a way to listen to those podcasts and music and audiobooks. And for me, I like to wear earbuds, but I don't like wearing just any earbuds. I like earbuds with ear hook designs, such as the Powerbeats Pro or Powerbeats 3. And the reason for that is I have pretty weird shaped ear holes, and the thing is, regular traditional earbuds just fall out. So having that ear hook just makes it much more comfortable and a much more enjoyable experience. So folks, that is my everyday running carry. I'd love to know, what do you bring on every single one of your runs? Is there anything? Or am I just weird that I have so much OCD that I need to do these specific things and have these specific things? And if that's the case, let me know in the comment section down below. Tell me, Brendon, you have OCD. You need to go talk to someone. All right, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. It really helps get this out to more people. Share it with a friend if you really feel inclined. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have an excellent day.